passing.
Passing is probably the most important skill in football. It's how you get the ball from one point to another, from you to your teammates, in the most efficient way possible. Like skills while dribbling, there are many different types of passes you can use to get the ball from you to your teammates to make sure that it gets there as accurately and efficiently as possible. So in this video, I'll be trying to show you the complete basics of the types of passes you can incorporate into your game.
So normal passing. Normal passing is just really easy. It's just short passes that you just normally have when there's a player in front of you and you just need to pass the ball. It's just a completely normal pass. However, there's always techniques to passing. So in this normal pass, it's just a normal ground short pass. It's just a ground pass. Now, you need to make sure that even if you're hitting it super lightly, you need to make sure that you hit it at a specific area of the ball, and you need to hit it with a specific angle of your foot. So you need to make sure that instead of hitting it on the bottom of the ball, because if you hit it in the bottom of the ball, it's just gonna go up. Okay, it's just like, see, it just chips over, and if you hit it with more power, then it's gonna be hard for your teammate to control the ball, and it can potentially dispossess your team. And like the dribbling video, I said that possession is the most important part of the game, other than scoring goals and etc. But possession is one of the most important parts of the game because it helps decide whether you're dominating the game or not. So, well, it's like one of the deciding factors. So to make sure that you have a proper ground pass, you make sure to hit the ball at mostly like the top middle area. You don't want to hit it at the bottom because it's going to go up, but you don't want to hit it at the super top either, because then it's just not going to move and you might miss the ball and you're going to humiliate yourself. So you make sure that you hit it in the top middle part of the ball, and you need to make sure that you use this inside area of your foot. So just starting out with the basics, you need to make sure that you hit it the top with this area of your foot, so the inside of your foot, and you can just to execute the ping, there's a very specific technique. So when you're hitting the ball, you need to make sure that when you're approaching the ball, you're at a 45-degree angle from the ball, about like 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, around 2.5 to 3 steps away from the ball. And then when you're hitting the ball, you make sure that the direction you're hitting it at, so let's say the goal is a person and I'm trying to hit the goal, your supporting foot must be close to the ball. It must not be ahead of the ball, because then you can't really kick the ball very well. So you need to make sure that your supporting foot is parallel with the trajectory of the ball that it's going to go to, because the ping is a straight shot. It's not going to curve. It's a straight shot. So your foot needs to point at the trajectory that the ball is going to go in. It's going to be parallel. And when you're hitting it, you need to make sure that your back, it's not forward, it's backwards, because you're not shooting, you're making a pass that goes high up and long away. So, and then with your shooting foot, you need to make sure that you use this area of your foot. So this area is kind of the toe area. So, and you need to hit it at the bottom of the football. Instead of the top, like the ground pass, you need to hit it at the bottom. And so, and then the next step is always to just practice your pings. And it'll be like, and you can make long passes just like that, just a ping, and yeah. And you can use drills that I'm going to show you at the end of the video to increase your accuracy of all your pings. Next up is the power pass on the ground. So it's not gonna be like the normal ground pass that we saw where you hit the ball at the top with the inside area of your foot. Instead, it's gonna be very similar to the ping. So of course it's not a curve, it's not a swerve pass. You're gonna hit it straight. The trajectory of the ball is gonna be straight. So when you're hitting the ball, you need to make sure that, again, your supporting foot is parallel to the trajectory of the ball the trajectory that your ball is going to go towards, right? If the ball is going to go that way, then my pointer feet or my supporting foot must be facing that way. So since I'm right-handed, so my left foot is going to be my supporting foot, and so I'm just going to be pointing my foot at that way because I want to pass that way. And remember, not to ahead, not to behind, it's at the right spot. You make sure that when you position your foot, it's not too forward, backward, just at the right place. And then when you're hitting the ball, unlike a ping where your back is towards like your back is like bending behind you, like in the backwards direction, your back you must bend forward. So you must bend your back like that there, like you just bend over like that. So instead of bending over that way, you bend over that way, because you want to keep the ball on the ground. You don't want to kick it up, because when you keep your back that way, you just tend to hit the ball like more higher up. But you want to have this as a ground pass, so you need to make sure that your back is like facing lower, you know. And then when hitting the ball, lock your ankle. This is one of the most important parts of this ground pass. You need to lock your ankle, okay? You're not hitting it like this. Your ankle's not loose, your foot is not loose, your foot is locked. You stretch your foot and your ankle is locked like this, and then you hit the same area of the ball like you would do for a normal ground pass, like this top middle area over here, except instead of hitting it with the inside of your foot, lock your foot and hit it with your laces area. So again, just bend forward 3 to 4 steps, 45 degrees, just like the ping. Pointer foot parallel with the ball's trajectory. Lock your ankle and just hit it with your laces area at the top middle part